Well, I'm going to try to get a new video of the garden. Let's see here. We got some, I don't know what that is. I think it's lavender. And I think lilies or whatever. Some catnip. And some more of these. I can't remember what they're called. They look like that. So anyway, that's this. And then there's some more of that lavender, I believe. And then, yeah. Now, here's our gate. Gets us in. This little corner area for tools. We come in, we got our raised bed area all the way over here to my right. And then my watering tent, I'll just take a quick peek in there and show you what's going on. Lots of nutrients and 2 big ass jugs of water. Yep, all nuded up. So anyway, we're going over here. We got some peppers going. These are green peppers. And back here are beefsteak tomatoes. And in a few short weeks, they will reach this top area, and that will weave the branches up and into all this lattice work you see here. And I'll be able to walk through here and just reach up and grab a tomato. All right, so now, same thing. We got beefsteaks across the back. So we're gonna have a lot of beefsteaks. That'll be good BLTs. So, and then up in this front row, we have a sweet banana. In this front row, those are the sweet bananas. And then in the middle here, these are habanero. Excuse me, I'm coughing here. Alrighty, and now we'll walk around the back side here, and just briefly, there's some pile of lumber here. Eventually, I will finish a bed similar to these two, but just one long one all along this side here, and get her filled with dirt. And I'll get this old raised bed reassembled and get some dirt in it. We got some strawberries. These are wild strawberries. I just put in some good dirt and they grow pretty good there. Here's some sunflowers. These are the strays. I didn't know what they were. They kept showing up. And a couple of green peppers down there. These are some carrots that are going to take off now that they're in this dirt. And in the middle, that's all carrots. And then excuse me, I am sneezing. So we're gonna look at the radish. We got some radishes. I'm gonna put my hand down here so you can see how big they are right now. I need to get some more dirt in there and get a little more soil in there around the base of all of those here in the next couple days. But anyway, those are my radishes. I'm gonna have no shortage of those. There's some catnip I gotta transplant here pretty soon. I'm just not sure where. And now we have the red bell peppers, and this is all peppers here. So on the outside edge, those are some red bell peppers. And then on the front edge, these are also some red bell peppers. But in the middle here, we got Trinidad scorpions, 2 of those. We got some more red peppers in the middle. And then these are some ghost peppers. And then in this little patch over here, these are just green bell peppers. And as you can see, there's a little green bell pepper. We're on our way. So there's that. We'll walk back through here really quick. You can see where I've started transplanting catnip in this corner area on the other side. Right on the outside there. There's all the stuff I'm not using this year. Anyway, that's what you just went through. Now, we'll take a look over here. This is just a greenhouse. I'm not going to go in there because there's really nothing going on but some broccoli that refused to grow. So we'll go back up through here. This time we're going to go this direction on the back side of the wall where I just weed whipped, and I'm going to tidy this area up. So when I get to the far edge of the garden, I have my greenhouse that I haven't finished. Got to skin it, but there's other things going on. I have a giant wall. This becomes a wall of pickles. And next to it is the outer wall of the garden. And that, as you can see, is becoming a wall of beans. So those will thicken up and they'll grab their way up as the top, and by the time they're done, they'll reach up into that pine tree. They will grow like crazy. And that is my beans. These are gonna be some green beans. I wanna go through here so you can see. And then here's some more. These are the ones that I grew in the greenhouse over there, in that little greenhouse. And then I had an area that I was gonna finish and I wasn't able to get any beans, so I just skipped this. Oops, sorry, I had a little interruption on my phone. And then these are some yellow beans. So I got a decent area of those right here. And those are due, see now they're taking off. They're starting to stretch out. So I'll be watching those crawl their way up the wall very soon. So we got green beans and yellow beans. Oh, some weed whipping needs to be done, as you can see. Now we're on the other side of that, and the back side of this greenhouse structure. And yeah, there we are. That's where we were a minute ago, back over there. So anyway, now we're on the wall of cucumbers, and we're coming the other direction. These guys, I can't remember which ones I bought. I'd have to look down and look at the tags. I think there's 3 different kinds of cucumbers going in here. You can see how they're getting trained as I've walked through here every couple of days. I've been training them up the fence so that they grow up the fence and through the loops and hoops. And what that'll do is it'll give them more sunlight, they'll spread out, and it'll be easier to see the pickles, because I'll be reaching up here and picking pickles out of the air on both sides of this fence. They'll be so tall. And the same thing over here. These guys are just the humidity we've had. They're just going bonkers. These ones are getting real thick and real healthy right there. Corner down here, it's coming along. That's actually done quite well in the last week or two. All of this has. So yeah, so you can see how these things are crawling up there. There, I'm just doing a little finagling. So that's what I did. Oh, and there's a sink. Eventually there's going to be water going to this, and I'll be able to clean some of my stuff off. But right now it's just kind of a pile of stuff. And then, yeah, this is kind of like my front swag area that, you know, it's going to be where I put all those wire baskets and stuff that I'm not using. But, you know, some of my stuff I'm not using right now, like these little posts, those will probably get used over there with the peppers. When the pepper plants get really tall, they'll end up being put in there to support stringing the peppers and making sure that the pepper plants don't fall in the wind or, you know, whatever, making sure that they grow safely. And that's what we got going. So that's the garden this year, and no special hemp, I guess I'll call it now. Okay, this is where I grow my pot plants. This year I decided not to grow them because I had a good crop last year, and I still have so much of it. So I decided to skip a year. I'll just hopefully get this set up a little cleaner and get a watering system out there just for those. And then I'll do some next year. But in the meantime, I don't need to worry about it this year. I got my watering tent in here. And yeah, I think I took a quick video going in. But anyway, I will walk in here really quick. Those jugs back there, those are 50-gallon jugs, and their pH is mixed and the newts are mixed. And it's just nitrogen, phosphate, and CalMag is what I'm doing. Just changing the mixture and adding the pH down to balance everything. And I'm not going to tell you much more than that on my mixing. You'll have to read it on, you know, forums and stuff. Teach yourself how to do that. Anyway, the rest of this is just another sweep through the garden, and I'll walk backwards away from everything. And kaboom. There it is. That's my garden. That is my garden. And I would love to, I can't even say hi because I can't reverse this camera. So I'll turn it around like this. Hopefully that gets me. How you doing? That was my garden. Turn the phone back around. All right, I'm going to turn the camera off now. Thanks for hanging out with me in the garden.